Well, I'm just out for a quick spin trying to cool off. And this is at our farm, this corn plot, and this unit is down also. Shows the battery is good, so I'm going to say it's probably grounded out somewhere. So I might have to come out tomorrow or the next day in 105 heat index if I want to try and get it cured. But it doesn't look like the corn has been eaten much at all, so maybe the deer learned that this was hot, but I need to get it fixed. But corn's doing halfway decent. I mean, we've just getting pummeled by rain, but looking pretty good. Okay, I got it back up and running just by wiggling and disconnecting the connectors, which is really not a good thing. I mean, they have a pretty good bite on them, but so far this thing has not been that reliable. We had one go down at 211 and this one was down here. Man, the weeds are crazy here. Never did bush hog the alfalfa right next to here, so we'll take a quick look at that. Let's look at this alfalfa. If it's totally ruined or how it's doing. Down here it's looking pretty good. Actually, this looks really good. All right. Well, hey, the alfalfa's doing really good. That's really good. Really good news. And could use a little bit of help up in here. Might be a perfect reason to get Big Red out with the bush hog. Well, but it's time to hit this stuff with herbicide and start getting ready for the fall. All right, little maintenance on one of the plots. It is hot, hot. I'm gonna try and be really productive. So I got some urea up in front and in the back, glyphosate, all right, for the corn. I'm gonna try and hit it in one go around. Fertilize and spray all at once. Oh, and speaking of planting here, look what I almost ran over. But I got my new road here, which I'm gonna bush hog. Look at that baby. That's a loblolly here. We did rows all in here. There's one that's growing right there. There's one that's growing. Let's see, there's one that's growing. So it's gonna be hit or miss, but this is just all gonna be a jungle right here. It's basically just cover, not only for deer, but quail and turkey. I'm not gonna keep it mowed, you know, like some people do for pine plantings. It's whatever comes up, comes up. It's just gonna be a little patch of woods here. Oh, that watering hole looks good, man. I might just go jump in that thing right now. Right now. Well, I'm not finding too many more pines, but I'm gonna tell you, this has been a brutal year for everything except weeds. A lot of my farmer friends are actually replanting their beans for the same reason I have to replant 211 and probably here. Just too much rain. Oh, there's one right there. Too much rain and too much heat. There goes a deer right there, bedded down. It's exactly what this is meant for, cover. Wonder if it's, oh, there it goes. That's a fawn. Oh man. Well, it's big enough to run, so hopefully it don't go too far. But that is exactly why you have cover strips on your property. Right there. Split up your property, different bedding areas, and then of course you got your food as well. Let's get this stuff sprayed and get in the AC. Power just came back on. Third day, we got power back again. And the Generac is still down. They got to order more parts. It'll be 3 weeks at least. As usual, true to form, the stuff quits when you need it the most. I'm a quarter of the way done. It's almost too late to even do it. The corn is getting so tall and the pump quits on me. Check the fuse, check all the lines. There's no bare wires. Just boom, just gone. This is the thing, you know, when people point the finger at me or at you if you do this, and they say, must be nice, you know, to have all this land and food plots. Well, where are you now? Finger pointers. Where are you in almost July when it's 105 outside? Yeah, exactly. So stop whining, and if you want to make your place better, get out there and do it. That's my rant for the day. So I guess I'll just finish hitting it with urea and see what I can figure out in this pump. It's probably shot already. I mean, it is pretty old. It's like 3 months old now. I brought it back to the shop, did some troubleshooting, and the good news is the pump is still working. The bad news is I don't know the cause. It's somewhere in this supply line, because when I use the other supply line for the cedar that goes in the cigarette plug, now the pump works on this line. So I'm going to run it back out there and get that corn sprayed, which will give me a little better rest tonight. And then I got to figure out what the problem here. I mean, I inspected the entire line. There's no nicks or cuts that I could find anywhere, and the fuse is intact. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I just missed something, but it definitely wasn't getting power. Let's go back and spray it, and at least we'll have something accomplished over this last 4 or 5 days of basically wasted breathing. So this works out pretty good. I got this boom folded in and just this one out, and I'm able to just sneak all the way around and hit this fence. That will help maintain it a lot better. Okay, so here's a quick update on the triangle plot, the bean plot that I had to replant at our farm. It just goes to show you how much Mother Nature has a say in things. I replanted it with beans, everything the same planter, the same ground, the same depth. But this is what I'm looking for here. So let me just pick out a row here. So you see how nice they're coming in, them beans there. I mean, there's still some pockets, but there you go, right there, right there. It's much better than the first time. While there's still a lot of pockets, there's a much better germination. And even this time we got pummeled, and I mean pummeled, with rain. So a lot of these probably rotted as well, but between the first planting, which was the farmer, and the second planting, which was me, this might be a viable bean stand here. So I'll give it another week or two. I mean, a lot of these are only just a few days old. So the replanting might be a success. It's a smidge early to say, but we got decent germination anyways. Better than what the farmer did the first time. All right, here is the triangle plot, kind of a quick before look. Beans are all planted in here twice. The weeds are all nice and thick, but we just double dosed it with fertilizer and glyphosate. So in a couple weeks, this is gonna look a whole more dark green than bright green. At least that's the hope.